Hello dear students, today we will start with our fifth chapter, continuity and differentiability. Before starting continuity, we need some concepts from limits and derivative chapter from 11th standard. Now we'll see some limit concepts. For continuity we need it, and we know that without limits we cannot start with continuity. So in limits, as we have seen, that if limit as x tends to a minus f of x is equal to limit as x tends to a plus f of x, where limit as x tends to a minus is the left hand limit of the function and x tends to a plus is the right hand limit of the function. If left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal, then we can say that limit as x tends to a f of x exists. Or if limit as x tends to a f of x exists, then limit as x tends to a minus f of x equals to limit as x tends to a plus f of x. That is, when the limit of a function exists, then the left and right hand side limit is equal. Understood? Now, for a function f of x and for a real number a, limit as x tends to a f of x and f of a may not be same. Where students, we know what is f of a? F of a, it is the value of the function at point x equal to a. So this value of a function at point x equals to a, this and the limit at x equal as x tends to a f of x may not be same. In fact, limit as x tends to a f of x exists, but f of a may not exist. Means so many times what happens, this limit exists but this may not be exist. The value of f of a exists, but limit as x tends to a f of x does not exist. Means one limit exists and one limit does not exist. Third case, both exist but are unequal, and the fourth case, both exist and are equal. So for a function f of x and for a real number a, these four conditions will be there. Any of the condition will be there from these four conditions. Understood? Now we'll see the algebra of limits. Let limit as x tends to a f of x and limit as x tends to a g of x exist. Then first one, limit as x tends to a k times f of x is equal to, k will come outside, k into limit as x tends to a f of x. Okay. Next, second one. Now for addition and subtraction we'll see for the functions. Limit as x tends to a, bracket f of f plus minus g of x. So here also limit, we'll separate the limit. Here limit as x tends to a f of x plus or minus limit as x tends to a g of x. Getting? Now the third one, for the multiplication, limit as x tends to a f into g of f of x, f into g of x, it will be limit as x tends to a f of x into limit as x tends to a g of x. Getting? For rational function also, we'll separate the limit. The fourth one, limit as x tends to a f of x upon g of x. Okay, that will be equal to limit as x tends to a f of x upon limit as x tends to a g of x, where the one condition is there that limit of g of x as x tends to a is not equal to 0. Now the fifth one, limit as x tends to a, here the exponential form is there, f of x raised to g of x. Here also we will give the limit to both the base and the power of this. Okay. So limit as x tends to f of x raised to limit as x tends to a g of x. Understood? Now we'll see some standard limits. In that, first one, limit as x tends to a x raised to n minus a raised to n upon x minus a is equal to n times a raised to n minus 1, where this n is from set of real numbers and a is any constant. A is any constant. Okay. Second one, limit as x tends to 0 of sin x upon x, that is equal to 1. We have seen this proof, students. Last year we have seen this. Third one, limit as x tends to 0, tan x upon x equals to 1. For proving this, we can use this previous one, sin x by x, limit as x tends to 0, sin x by x equals to 1. We split this tan x as sin x upon cos x, then we'll separate the 1 upon cos x, then sin x by x as limit as x tends to 0 will be 1, and limit as x tends to 0, 1 upon cos x. We can directly put the limiting value 0, so cos 0 will be 1. Okay, understood this? Now, fourth one, from the second we can prove the fourth one, limit as x tends to a. Now we can take this a this side, it will be x minus a, and here it will be 0, so x minus a tends to 0, and the same x minus a is here, angle for this sign, and the denominator will be same, so we can prove this easily, that is equals to 1. The fifth one also we can use, for fifth one the third we can use, here also we'll take x minus a tend to 0, x minus a tends to 0, so tan of x minus a upon x minus a will be 1. Okay, now the sixth one, limit as x tends to 0, log of 1 plus x upon x is equal to 1. Here we can write this as a 1 by x into log of 1 plus x, or we can write log of 1 plus x raised to 1 by x equal to 1. Okay, now the seventh one, limit as x tends to 0, a raised to x minus 1 upon x equal to log a to the base e, where a is non-zero and a strictly greater than 1. Okay, now the eighth one, we can prove eighth one by using seventh, where we can put a equals to e. So limit as x tends to 0, e raised to x minus 1 upon x is equals to 1. Now the ninth one, it is not given in the standard limits, but we can prove this. Limit as x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x upon x equal to 0. Now here 1 minus cos x we can write 2 sin square x by 2. We can take 2 common. So sin square x by 2, and here we can take x by 2. So one sign will take with this x by 2, will multiply and divide by 2. So for this we'll get the limiting value 1, and one more sign is there. So sin 0 is 0, that's why we'll get this value 0. Understood?